Hi everyone, Charles from the Food People here. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Back again for the fourth episode in our 12-part series looking at the longer term shifts in food and drink as a result of COVID-19 through the lens of our annual trends framework. In previous episodes, we've talked a lot about supply chains and our wider food ecosystem and sustainability. In this episode, I'd like to shift the conversation from the wider world to a me world and look at the effects of COVID-19 through the lens of the mega trend Renew Me. The onset of a global pandemic has shone a spotlight on some of the underlying health crises and issues facing people today, from stress, anxiety, mental wellness, diet, digestive issues, and more. We're understanding that our bodies are the most precious asset and can no longer be taken for granted. Health is very much the new wealth. So I'd like to start with one that we've called gut instinct. For the last couple of years, gut health has been a topic on everyone's mind and has definitely driven a surge in popularity for many products such as kimchi and kefir, kombucha, pickles, which are all said to be rich in good bacteria. Dr. Megan Rossi spoke recently at our 2019 Trends event where she stated that gut health is more than just a trend. It's redefining how food impacts our health and happiness, from fiber reducing the risk of heart disease to helping with depression and mental wellness. There is currently an increasing amount of research being carried out on the interaction between the gut and the rest of the body. Though it's clear that a lot still needs to be understood, it is, however, becoming somewhat obvious that our digestive system is far more impactful than we historically gave credit for. What happens in the gut directly affects the brain and vice versa through the microbiome gut-brain axis. Not only is maintaining a healthy gut key for general wellness, but also for immunity support. We expect the conversation and opportunity to develop around health equals immunity support. And as such, foods that provide the gut with good bacteria, pre, pro, and postbiotics to evolve, as well as the value that fiber plays in the overall gut equation. Then, of course, we have mental wellness. And prior to COVID-19, mental wellness was being widely and openly discussed. However, since the pandemic struck, it has become a core issue, with depression, anxiety, stress, and insomnia becoming immediate concerns. Recent government data shows that over 80% of adults are actually worried about the effects of coronavirus and the effect that it's having on their life, with more than 50% saying that it's impacting their well-being and anxiety levels. Research also suggests that the number of depression, insomnia, and anxiety prescriptions are also on the rise globally. The routine around food and drink is a key part of mental wellness to help with a sense of control and, of course, purpose. The mundane of daily, weekly meal planning and shopping suddenly has a new sense of importance in a COVID and post-COVID world. There is definitely a long road ahead, but when it comes to learning what impact lockdown has had on our mental health, but as an industry, we have a responsibility to help and support consumers to engage with food in ways that boost mood and promotes positive mental well-being, from growing your own to feel-good cooking and baking, as well as nostalgic foods, flavors, and formats. Then we have satiating sleep. Again, even before the pandemic, there was an extensive concern that our modern lifestyles, which can be full of stress and, of course, screen time, were causing sleep deprivation. There was a definite surge in products hitting the shelves to promote a good night's sleep, everything from stress-reducing teas to meditation apps, sleep monitoring mattresses. Daily issues and stresses are further heightened in the midst of a global health crisis, which has brought sleep deprivation to the center stage. We expect even more consumer interest in technologies and products that promote healthy sleep, as well as a boosted interest in supplements and traditional sleep aid. There's also been a rise in consumers using techniques for stress reduction and relaxation, which can be done at home. Meditation, yoga, and exercise all proving increasingly popular. In food and drink, we expect the opportunity to continue to develop around ingredients and combinations that promote a better quality of sleep. So propositions with higher levels of melatonin and magnesium, from snacks, supplements, milks, and teas to chocolate, ice cream, and shakes. Think fruits like cherries and bananas, but also green vegetables, avocados, moringa, ashwagandha, and lavender, to name a few. Then we have fortified and functional. We're currently living in a world where more than ever, consumers want their food and drink to have a little something extra about them, a little extra functionality. In the current climate, consumers are preoccupied with the best way to support a healthy immune system, in addition to staying fit. And recent research from Global Data found that 73% of consumers find products with added nutrients appealing. Recently, shelves are bursting with labels listing ingredients such as collagen, CBD, protein, fiber, vitamin B12 and vitamin D. And it is, however, not just supplements or invisible extras that are being promoted. There are also certain fruits and vegetables that are being discussed for their nutritional benefits. Cherries, aronia and elderberries, for example, are known for their antioxidant properties, and also mushrooms, reishi, chaga, lion's mane, maitake, which proponents believe can help with anything from energy to beauty. And we have one that we've called CBD and Me. There's no denying that last year was a huge one for the CBD industry, as cannabis consumption became legalized in more places around the globe and moved ever closer to the mainstream. There was innovation in the CBD sphere and a huge increase in new products coming to the market. Whilst the onset of COVID-19 has absolutely obstructed finances, perhaps for many startups and innovators, there are still numerous companies selling CBD products. Well, whilst there is still a lot to be learned about CBD, its purported health benefits include anxiety and stress relief. So there is undoubtedly still a marketing potential. This has been maintained by the fact that dispensaries in cities where cannabis has been legalized, including California and Amsterdam, have been deemed essential and permitted to stay open alongside supermarkets and pharmacies. In this episode, we've highlighted the shifts that are likely to persist during and post-pandemic through the lens of the health and wellness megatrend Renew Me. In a world where health is very much the new wealth, we expect to see opportunity around gut health linked to immunity, foods and drinks that support improved mental well-being and sleep quality, as well as foods that naturally provide mood enhancing as well as immunity supporting benefits. By considering these shifts and how you as a business, brand, startup or entrepreneur pivot and adapt in consideration of them will mean that you're well positioned to succeed in the next normal in food and drink. In episode 5, we'll be looking at the health and wellness megatrend Don't Damage Me, which looks at health over the longer term, again through the lens of the COVID-19 pandemic and the longer term shifts that we expect to see manifest. So join our community for the details of episode 5 and all the latest food and drink trends. Visit thefoodpeople.co.uk and complete your details at the footer of the page for all the latest information. So for now, stay safe and keep well, and we'll see you in episode 5. Thanks for listening.